All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are digging into a really interesting story happening in the market right now. We're talking about Cipher mining.
So let's get right into it. A Bitcoin mining company is a hot AI stock? I know, it sounds a little weird, right? But believe it or not, the market is absolutely buzzing about this company's future in artificial intelligence. And we're going to break down exactly why.
Okay, first things first, we need to establish that this isn't just a bunch of hype. Cipher Mining is a company that actually gets things done, and their second quarter results, well, they prove it. So a lot of this boils down to one single number, 8 cents. That was their adjusted earnings per share. And let me tell you, it completely blew past what the market was expecting. And you can really see what I'm talking about here. Just look at that gap. Analysts, the experts, they were bracing for a loss. They expected Cipher to lose about a penny per share. But instead, whoa, they delivered a significant profit. That right there tells you just how incredibly efficient their operations are. And hey, it's not just about that one earnings number. The company also pulled in strong revenue. And get this, they're projecting a massive 40% jump in their hash rate. That's basically the raw computing power they use for mining. When you see growth like that, you know they've got some serious momentum in their main business. So you might be wondering, where is all this strong performance coming from? Well, it's being driven by a really clear vision. And for that, we need to look at the architect behind the whole strategy, the CEO, Tyler Page. Now, his background is a huge part of this story. See, he isn't your typical crypto guy. He actually started out as a lawyer, then jumped to Wall Street, working at big names like Lehman Brothers and Goldman Sachs. It was only after that he moved into digital assets. And why does this matter? Well, that unique blend of old-school finance and new-school crypto gives investors a ton of confidence. They trust he knows how to make smart, strategic moves. In this quote, this is pretty much his master plan in a nutshell. The idea is to take this incredibly powerful infrastructure they've already built for Bitcoin mining and use it to launch into something much, much bigger. I love this analogy of a two-stage rocket because it fits perfectly. Stage 1 is all about perfecting what they do now, squeezing every last bit of profit out of their low-cost mining operations. Then comes Stage 2, using that solid base as a launch pad to blast off into this massive, booming new market for AI and high-performance computing. All right, so how does this all fit together? Let's boil it down to the 4 main reasons that investors are keeping such a close eye on Cipher's stock right now. Okay, here they are. First, you've got that big pivot to AI. Second, the idea that it might be a diamond in the rough in terms of its valuation. Third, those rock-solid mining operations we just talked about. And finally, that trusted leadership. It's the combination of all 4 of these things that creates such a powerful story, and it's what really makes Cipher stand out from the crowd. Maybe the best way to think about it is like this. Cipher is a company with 2 engines. On one side, you have the Bitcoin engine. It's reliable, it's consistent, and it's just churning out stable cash flow today. And what do they do with that cash? They use it to build and fuel a brand new, powerful AI engine. And that engine is what could drive absolutely explosive growth tomorrow. But of course, Cipher isn't doing this in a vacuum. They've got competition. So to really get a handle on their potential, we have to take a look at the competitive landscape. So their rivals basically fall into 2 camps. In one corner, you've got other miners who are trying to make the very same pivot into AI. And in the other corner, you have the established giants, the big dogs of Bitcoin mining, think Riot and Marathon, who are pretty much just focused on mining, period. And this right here really shows you where the race is. If we look at that first group, the other companies pivoting to AI, Cipher's closest competitor is a company called Iris Energy. Their strategy is almost identical. The real differences come down to how they're building things out and their financial game plan. So it's basically a head-to-head race to see who can conquer this new AI infrastructure market first. So, okay, we've looked at the money they're making, we've looked at their game plan, and we've checked out the competition. All of that brings us back to the big question for anyone looking to invest. So what's the bottom line here? It's this really unique combination. You've got a proven business, Bitcoin mining, that's already profitable and generating cash. And that cash is being used to fund a very strategic move into what is arguably the hottest tech sector on the planet right now, AI infrastructure. And that really just leaves us with one final thought to chew on. You've got this solid foundation, you've got a clear path into a super high-growth area. So the question is, could Cipher mining be that rare, undervalued opportunity, that diamond in the rough that everyone in the market is always hoping to find?